the strongest rivalries in the animal kingdom. Here you will find a lot of action between rival animals like this and this. Get ready, I'll show you the fiercest enemies on Earth. Let the battle begin. Ants versus termites. This is one of the most unfair rivalries of the list.
Why?
Because termites build a mound that can reach up to 17 feet tall to spend a quiet life, but ants invade it to use it as home.
Outrageous!
And not only that, they also consume the mound as if it were food. Unluckily for termites, they stand a few chances of winning because they are larger, but the population of ants is bigger. Ants kill soldier termites and later the queen within seconds, but to ensure her death, they drag her off the nest. Savage! To deal with this, termites have developed many defenses against predation by ants. This includes sealing off the protector tubes to keep the queen safe, because if the queen survives, the colony will too, no matter how many workers or soldiers have died on the battlefield. Elephants versus rhinoceros. Both animals are huge. The African elephant can weigh up to 14,000 pounds and reaches a height at the shoulder of up to 13 feet, whereas the black rhinoceros reaches a height at the shoulder of 4.5 to 6 feet and weighs 3,000 pounds. An interesting thing about these big guys is that they have been mortal enemies for many years. There are a lot of short stories about their enmity at first sight and the competition for the same space. It's nothing unusual.
That's crazy.
Right. When the elephant is in must, the state in which the level of sexual hormones is high, it can attack the rhino just because this one got in its way. Elephants can easily knock down rhinos due to their considerable weight. However, they are not aggressive with each other when there is a carnivorous in close proximity. They're very careful. Polar bears versus walruses. There has not always been a rivalry between these two. The climate change brought about this situation, leading to walruses becoming food for polar bears. It was known that from 1990 to 2014, polar bears ate about 396 walruses on Wrangel Island, including both dead walruses and those hunted by polar bears. Even though these Arctic giant beasts are strong and natural predators, they risk their lives when getting close to walruses. This happens because a walrus is between 7.2 and 11.5 feet long and can weigh up to 1.5 tons, twice as heavy as a polar bear. It also has two 3-foot-long tusks that can be used as mortal weapons. Normally, when a walrus is attacked, it flees, but when several walruses are trapped or their cubs are attacked, they fight vigorously. So brave! Polar bears have occasionally been found dead or seriously injured. Honeybees versus Asian giant hornets. It's a fact that Asian giant hornets can be 2 inches long and fly up to 15 miles per hour.
Amazing.
But the most unbelievable thing is that they feed their young on honeybees' larvae.
What?
That's when the war is declared. Asian giant hornets invade honeybees' hives searching for larvae, and even though the bees try to fight back and sting these hornets, bees can't hurt them due to their strong armor. However, there's a species of bees that have been able to defeat their enemies. These are the horned-face bees. Their strategy is to let the Asian giant hornet in the hive and then form a bee ball around it and start vibrating. That's how they go up the temperature to over 239 degrees Fahrenheit and kill the Asian giant hornets. These large insects may be terrible, but honeybees are brave enough to fight them back. Dolphins versus sharks. Dolphins tend to be gentle, but if you provoke them, be careful because they can destroy you.
Wait, what?
Their greatest enemies are sharks, specifically the great white shark, tiger shark, and bull shark. These three species star in epic battles, especially against Atlantic spotted dolphins and bottlenose dolphins. To say that they hate each other would be just to simplify their relationship. However, these fights are usually fleeting, short, and witnessed once in a while. Even so, according to some researchers, dolphins manage to survive shark attacks using a set of methods. Dolphins are very agile and can knock a shark out by hitting it lethally in the stomach. Mind-blowing! For this reason, sharks prefer to attack very weak, distracted, and small sharks or those far from their pod. Bears versus wolves. They don't hate each other by instinct, so if a bear runs into a group of wolves, they both probably avoid each other. However, they often fight for food a lot. Anything for surviving. But if a lone wolf comes across with a bear, the wolf won't hesitate to flee since it would stand no chance of winning. This happens because a brown bear and a grizzly are between 5 and 8 feet long and weigh 800 pounds approximately, whereas a wolf ranges from 36 to 63 inches long and weighs 175 pounds.
Amazing!
But the greatest thing is how wolves work as a team to defeat a bear, so you will always see size versus speed and teamwork in this fight. There is strength in numbers. Mongooses versus cobras. This is one of the most incredible battles in nature. You want to know why? I'll tell you then. That is because no one in their right mind would stand up to a venomous snake except for a mongoose.
Gangster. That's gangster.
Agree. But the most fantastic thing is that it emerges victorious most of the time. Watch this confrontation. It's really brave. This fight mainly starts because mongooses are insatiable predators that leave nothing out and eat anything that moves, including the king cobra. So the snake's reaction is to bite the mongoose, but this one is fast, agile, and its skin is tough, so it can block up the king cobra's fangs. The mongoose also has specialized acetylcholine receptors that make it resistant or even immune to snake venom. Lion versus hyenas. Do you remember how scared of him were the hyenas from The Lion King? This is somewhat different in real life because these scavengers usually pick fights with lions. This is mainly because both animals have been fighting for the same prey and animal carcasses since the beginning of time. Of course, these conflicts occur with spotted hyenas and striped hyenas. That's why you'll find this kind of confrontation. Lions' advantages are size and strength, but the smartness is in hyenas' favor. In this fierce competition, both sides will begin with cubs murder. Fights between these animals could take many days. There was even a fight reported in the desert of Ethiopia in 1999 that lasted 2 weeks approximately, where 35 hyenas and 6 lions died. It was brutal. Pythons versus alligators. In this fight, it's hard to know exactly which animal will be the winner. Both are so savage, fierce, and strong that either one can achieve victory and eat the other.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is due to the fact that the American alligator average 11.2 feet in length and can weigh 1,000 pounds. Besides, it has a bite force that allows it to crush prey with a strength of 3,700 pounds per square inch. When a gator catches something, there's no way for this reptile to drop it. But the Burmese python also has its own. It's 23 feet long and weighs 200 pounds, so it can suffocate prey to death. There are usually more confrontations between these two large predators at the Everglades National Park in Florida, United States, where there is an explosion in the number of pythons and more battles to devour each other have been reported. Bonus: dogs versus cats. For a long time, there was this myth that dogs and cats are enemies. Is it true? Do they really hate each other? Well, the answer is no. These two will fight, but that's basically due to their predatory instinct and different personalities. It's also said that thousands of years ago, before being tamed, dogs and cats cohabitated not so peacefully in Africa. Still, this doesn't mean that these furry ones are meant to be arch-enemies forever. Quite the opposite. On many occasions, over time, they become best friends. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments. And now you're about to know one of the most epic battles in the animal kingdom: white sharks versus killer whales. I know you think that the white shark is the lord and master of the sea and that there's no one strong enough to challenge it. Well, you are wrong.
Wait, what?
There's an animal that can knock these large predators down showing no fear. I'm talking about the killer whale. This huge animal weighs up to 12,300 pounds and can be 31 feet long, whereas the great white shark usually weighs up to 2,200 pounds and is about 16 feet long. But the killer whale not only beats it for its size, but also because this whale is very skilled. The killer whale loves using its powerful tail to create strong underwater currents and stun the shark. Then the whale eats the shark's liver, since that is a delicacy for the whale. In 1997, a group of whale researchers discovered this confrontation by witnessing how killer whales killed a white shark. It's hard to imagine a white shark as prey, but reality surpasses fiction. What memorable fights! Which one was the most epic for you? If you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more content. Don't go yet! I've got you more videos just as entertaining as this one. You can click on here or here. Have a good time!